So we have a very excited guest today on our show. As you know, the civil rights movement has been booming at this present time. The March on Washington, the race riot in Detroit, Smith versus Allwright, Morgan versus Virginia, and the first African-American professional baseball player, Jackie Robinson, and the end of lynching, segregation in the armed forces, and countless more. Recently, our president has given a speech addressing the NAACP. This is the first president to address the group, so it is very important that he is recognized. Harry Truman is here today for an interview discussing the topic of the speech. Erin?
Thank you, Jessica. I just want to start with saying thank you, Mr. Truman, for coming on to our show today.
My pleasure.
I really wanted to discuss your speech in which you mentioned the NAACP.
Well, everyone did seem to like that one. Well, most did anyway.
What do you mean by most?
The African Americans thought it very brave of me to mention the NAACP and civil rights in my speech. I have received so many letters of appreciation from blacks as well as whites from across the country.
And who are those that did not enjoy the speech?
Coming from Missouri, a state where integration is not taken lightly, I feel I've lost a great deal of respect for my fellow Southerners. Although you cannot please everybody, and I know I had to do what felt right.
Very well said. Now we do have an audio clip of the beginning of that speech. Would you mind if we played it?
Not at all. Go right ahead.
I am happy to be present at the closing session of the 38th Annual Conference of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. The occasion of meeting with you here at the Lincoln Memorial affords me the opportunity to congratulate the association upon its effective work for the improvement of our democratic processes. I should like to talk to you briefly about civil rights and human freedom. It is my deep conviction that we have reached a turning point in the long history of our country's efforts to guarantee freedom and equality to all our citizens.
Wow, that was truly inspirational.
Thank you.
So do you believe it is important to study the topic of civil rights?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, unfortunately, not all prejudice stopped after the civil rights movement. America is still a very racist country, from Mexicans to homosexuals. Maybe those groups can follow the nonviolent ways of Martin Luther King Jr. and hopefully end with the same results.
And since this speech was about 60 years ago, it is also vital to be aware of how that might relate to today. Any thought on that?
It is important to be aware of your country's past mistakes to make sure they don't happen again. You must learn from your mistakes, so in case anything like that occurs once more, the country will know how to handle it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Truman.
The pleasure was all mine.
Recent events in the United States and abroad have made us realize that it is more important today than ever before to ensure that all Americans enjoy these rights. When I say all Americans, I mean all Americans.